All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to not another cool video here on CoolStuffInc.com. We're in that kind of dead period between sets where we have a new set released, all called the Heartless is out, and we can't play with it yet, unfortunately. So we're firing up an Arena Cube draft here. This is a thing that usually goes up on Arena when we are waiting between new sets, and cube drafting is obviously really, really fun. It's cool to see it on Arena also, so that's what we're doing today. Take a look at our pack here. We got some good white cards. Wandering Emperor, the Dawn Sky Loran. We got Llanowar, which I'm always huge on in Cube because there only are a few Llanowar in the Cube. And it's a very unique, powerful effect. One of the most important things about Cube drafting is a concept called value over replacement, where, there's plenty of good 2-drops, there's plenty of good 5-drops, but there only are like 2 Llanowar in the entire Cube, so it's just not really replaceable in that regard. So I think Elves is great. I think Power Stone's pretty great. Indy's pretty good too. Tiebinder's cool. Cauldron's kind of cool. But I'm taking Llanowar Elves here. And just going to see where it takes me. But yeah, Power Stone. No, we're not passing any green cards either, which is a good thing for signals too. So take our Llanowar Elves and get past the pack with honestly not a lot of great stuff in it. Only green cards are Foundry Groundbreaker, a card I like a lot. Actually, this is an alchemy card. 3/4 for 4. When ETB sack a land and conjure 2 Foundries, so it ramps and makes 2 creature lands. Kind of an awesome card, actually. I'm a big fan of this card. And then we got, Wedding Announcement, Blade Splicer, Treasure Map, Hun Master of the Fells, which is fine. The most exciting card. I just take green here. Groundbreaker is pretty sweet. Just, again, good body, ramps, makes some threats. All things I'm pretty excited about. None of his cards really, lean me towards another color anyway. Treasure Map's okay, but kind of slow. So take the Groundbreaker. Keep this this green train right on rolling. And rolling pretty well into a lot of green cards. So we get the Great Hen, which is obviously a very, very powerful card. Adds mana, gains life. It requires us to have creatures with large power in our deck, which is a bit of a deck building constraint. We got Vorinclex, which is a really big, dumb idiot, which is a good card. And then we got Bramble Familiar, which is a reasonable mana dork. And then Llanowar Visionary, another reasonable mana dork. Mortal Sun's pretty sweet also, but kind of a weird card because you can't play a Planeswalkers deck if you are playing it. But I think we Great Henge here. Great Henge is pretty awesome. Pretty powerful card. Kind of keep this green machine rolling. And maybe we'll table the Familiar, the Visionary, or the Vorinclex. That would be awesome. Or maybe the Mortal Sun, but take the Great Henge. Now we're looking for, a little more of some boom booms. We want to see some high power creatures so we can cast the Great Henge out early and often and then just ride to victory because this card is pretty obscene. If this card is left in play for a turn or two, it's pretty much it, honestly. So you draw a lot of cards and gain a lot of life. Reminder, of course, to be a companion articles video on CoolStuffInc.com. As always, it's a new set cycle. So my last article on Cool Stuff was all about my love-hates for the new set. Set reviews up on YouTube. I'm on personal YouTube. We got 10 new brews coming up. We got Bronze and Mythic coming up. Look for the 10 new brews article right here on CoolStuffInc.com. Should be a lot of fun. And let's keep on rolling here. So a lot of green cards, but they're all kind of middling. Gilded Goose, not a great mana dork, obviously, because it's just a one-shot deal. It's fine, but also C-Note Scout, Workshop War Chief, which is pretty good, honestly. And then Bushwhack. As far as non-green cards, I think here's particularly exciting. I think we're just going to make another value over replacement pick and just take the Gilded Goose. Even though I think Gilded Goose is probably a worse card than some of these cards. Again, 1 mana Accelerator, even a temporary one is still quite good. So let's take the Goose. And keep this green machine rolling. Captain Eberhardt, Elishnorn. I'm a big Lord Skitter fan. I think Lord Skitter's pretty freaking awesome. Just a great card. I don't know if it should be our first black card, but we got Restless Vinestalk, which is a pretty awesome card as well. And then Dustwatch Recruiter. Not really any cards that make me want to jump into a second color, honestly. We could just take the Recruiter. It's not great, just an okay card. Decent mana sink, but Feldar Retreat's pretty powerful too. Yeah, I don't know what we want to splash blue for. I'm going to stick the Recruiter. I don't love it, but I'm just stay green for now. Huntsman's Redemption's a pretty sweet card, honestly. This card's kind of awesome. Just like make a 3/3, tutor if you want to, pump some stuff. The pump plays well with the Great Henge too, which is kind of nice. And then otherwise, you know, Kellen's kind of a cool card. Aristocrat's powerful, but not really us. Yeah, I think Kellen's probably a slightly better card than Redemption, but again, I don't really see a reason to go off color here. We don't want some big, powerful card to go off color. Oh, I love Garrick Relentless. I freaking love this card. I'm a fan of this card in Vintage Cube, so love it here in the Arena Cube. Just a Planeswalker, makes tokens, can kill things. Love it. Anything else here exciting? Not really. Spar's headquarters, but yeah. All right, so we're just going to be Green Machine in here.
I need them gone.
We're a little light on high power creatures for the Great Henge, but all right, Deep Root, Wayfinder, and then not much else. Wayfinder's, I mean, it's a 2-drop. It's not particularly great. Neither are most of these cards, though, so let's take the Wayfinder. Keep it green. Kermit the Frog. What are we looking at, folks? So we got 2 1s, 2 2s, 3, couple 4s. Need some more boom booms. Love the Elvish Mystic if that was possible also. Alright, so Worn Power Stone tables. Pretty powerful card, honestly. This is a Soul Ring at the appropriate cost. Also Hinterland Harbor. If I had taken the other blue-green land, Harbor would be pretty interesting, but I think Power Stone's great here. Soul Cauldron, I don't really see what we're doing with that, so take the Power Stone and just keep this, the ramp plan going. We're not really ramping into much yet, but we will be, obviously. There's plenty of big, dumb things in the cube. So in turn 1, Llanowar Elf, turn 2, Power Stone, pretty powerful. So now we see a late Hunmaster of the Fells. Just nice spec here. Map's kind of slow, honestly. Let's take the Huntmaster. Definitely no guarantee we're red here, but you know, it's a decent card. Not incredible, but the Huntsman's Redemption. This is a cool card. Definitely a kind of an overlooked gem from Wilds of Eldraine. Seen some play in Pioneer. Just a sweet card. Dustwatch Recruiter, a little less exciting. The Vorinclex table's also, that's awesome. All right, so yeah, we got an Anchorage, Micaeus, but yeah, pretty easy Vorinclex here. Those big 80s we're looking for. Also, a C-Note Scout. That might or might not make the deck. It's okay. Not the most exciting card of all time, obviously, but we'll see. Vorinclex is a big game, though. Nice big 6-power creature. Good thing to ramp into. Go find some forests. It can mana fix, too, because the forest can be dual lands. Feldar Retreat or Stone Coil Serpent. I don't think Stone Coil Serpent is... Feldar Retreat's interesting, but... Alright, Dragon Master Outcast. Alright. Pack 2. We got ourselves... Tali Primal Conqueror is pretty busted. Also an Avacyn's Pilgrim. Oh, I forgot one. So there's Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, Avacyn's Pilgrim. I don't know if the Lord of the Rings cards are in the cube, honestly. I feel like maybe they're not. Also, maybe no Delighted Halfling, but it's just a Slant Pilgrim here. There are, like, Atali's great. Heath is cool. Glissa's cool. Maybe we're going to be black. But again, value over replacement. There only are 3 Llanowar Elves in the entire cube, and nothing is like them. So, just going to slam the Pilgrim here. Now I've got 2 of the 3 Llanowar Elves. We have Goose, too, so... Alright, we get past it back with a Huatli, Poet of Unity, which is an interesting little mana dork slash kind of top end card. Requires red or white mana, but otherwise no other green cards. Ossifications, okay. A couple lands that aren't really us. Just take the Huatli. Card's fun. Deathrite Shaman. What is this card? Grow Old Together. Seek 2 creature cards among the top 10 cards of your library, then shuffle, and then cards in your hand get +1/+1. That card's a kind of sweet card, honestly. Deathrite Shaman. There are fetch lands in the cube now, but I mean, there aren't that many fetch lands in the cube, so I don't think Shaman's a reliable mana dork. Moving Wall Oddity's pretty sweet though. Just good beater. Tax Planeswalkers. Nice mana sink. I'm in. Take the Oddity. Really want that Elvish Mystic, you know? That's a cool card. Forceful Cultivator. Is a 2/3 for 4. Gets a land, but then if you have no lands in your hand, it only costs 2, which is awesome. It's also a Mind Stone. I think Cultivator's better though. The body's really good. I mean, at my table, greens seem kind of open. Mind Stone is pretty sweet, but let's take the Cultivator. I like the body. All right. Bloodbraid Elf is cool, but we're not even really red. We have the Intrepid Paleontologist, which is a 2-mana mana dork. I can cast dinosaurs from the graveyard. It's also exiles cards from the graveyard as a graveyard hate card. Also, Vivian Reed, pretty powerful card. Kills flyers. I like Vivian here. I think this card's really good. Killing flyers at a queue is pretty important. Drawing cards is great. Mana dork's cool, but I think Vivian's pretty powerful. Pretty unique effect. Stone Coil out of here. I don't know if we're playing this Deep Root Wayfinder. It's not particularly great, but like some utility lands, you know? Or a reason to play a second color. Alright, we got Timeless Witness, which is not great. Jetmir's Garden, which is a forest. It's also possible for splashes. Botanical Sanctuary. We passed a lot of blue-green lands already, and I have no blue cards, so I think we're Timeless Witness or Jetmir's Garden here. It's funny, Mouser Balls isn't bad either if you want to splash a removal spell or two. I don't think red adds a lot. I think Witness is just a pretty bad card. See, let's take the Mouser Balls. Let's speculate here a little bit. Thought Season, nothing. Just a bunch of blue cards. I guess technically Elusive Otter's like, a green spell. It's not the worst spell ever, but let's take Thoughtseize. We had a Glissa in our power opening pack this pack, so that tables could be a cool little path to go down. We'll see. Definitely not a lock. We have no lands for green black at all, so like a little more top end if possible. These wait times are pretty wild. There's a Vraska Golgari Queen. I kind of love this card, actually. I'm a big fan. Also, Menagerie Curator. Adds a mana of any color, but only for creatures. If you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature card in your library, draw a card. That's kind of a sweet cube card, honestly. It's only for creatures, though. I'll take Vraska. I like Vraska. I think Vraska's a pretty awesome card. And the Glissa tables. Look at us. Look at us. All right, so found our lane here. I think this recruiter can go. I think. Yeah. This is all pretty reasonable. I need some lands really badly, for sure. But Gix's Command and not much else. Probably not playing that. Really want a few lands here. We're already pretty good on playables, as you usually are in cube drafts. Taking lands is very important. You don't need that 27th playable. It's just not going to even make your deck, but having a good mana base is huge. Look at our curve. Love the 1-drops. Feeling it. I guess this Huatli's not very good. I guess it's still like a 2/3 Civic Wayfinder, which is like not the worst. Some of our things find lands, so like the Cultivator is also kind of a fixer. Alright, got Cemetery, that's sweet. So that's a start. Woodland Cemetery helps. Would like at least a few more lands here, if possible. Vraska's cool, can turn like, a Pilgrim into a card later in the game. Plays well with Gilded Goose. Just kills things. Just a fan. Just been a fan of this card for a while. Card's sweet. Love to get a Taos Tracker. Those play really well together. Swarm Saboteur. Notice this combat damage to a player. Conjure a Virus Beetle into your hand. This card's actually kind of gas. It's also just Death Toucher. It's a good blocker. Bloodchief's Thirst is awkward because you probably can't kick it. It's kind of like splashing black, so... Bloodbraid Elf tables. It's not really super relevant, but sure. A Deadly Dispute or a Sanctum. I don't think we're playing Deadly Dispute in our deck. I think Sanctum, just in case we end up wanting a splash. The Otter could make the deck, in theory. Alright, pack 3. We open up Incubation Druid, which is not a bad mana dork. Voracious Hydra, not a bad top-end card. Black card's not very exciting. Not too much else going on here. Let's take the Druid. Just gonna take the mana dork. And go from there. Not a bad mana dork. Can adapt it to make it bigger and stronger. Lair of the Hydra, Scavenging Ooze, Toxrill, Augur of Autumn, Soul Servitude. Lair of the Hydra is pretty sweet. Like, we're already like pretty full up on playables. I'm just taking Lair of the Hydra. Just like adding a land in my mana base is a card I'm actually gonna play. Whereas, you know, we're already at 21 playables as far as spells go. So like, we're not really dying for spells here. Let's say Huatli can go. Honestly, if it's Worn Power Stone's not very good. We just don't really have a lot of big stuff. It's kind of weird, but okay. It's on my big stuff. We got freaking Verter's Gearhulk here. This thing's a house. 4/4 adds counters everywhere. We also got a Junji, some black cards that aren't great. Cold Steel Heart, which is okay, but not very exciting. I think we're gonna have a lot of good ramps, so let's take Gearhulk here. Yeah, I think Power Stone. We're kind of like a little more of a mid-range deck than a like rampy deck, so Power Stone's not really super appealing. We got some 4s and 5s, that's for sure. We got 4 4s and 3 5s. You know, Cultivator's like sort of a 4, sort of not, so try and play this card for 2 only if possible. Nissa Resurgent Animist, Wormcoil Engine. This is kind of sweet, honestly. I guess we have no fetch lands in our deck, so the landfall's only pretty good. We have a lot of 5s, though, so just help with the 5s. And any elementals? We've got 3 elves and 0 elementals, so the landfall triggers that. So also just Wormcoil Engine, which is just a freaking boomer. I think it's Nissa, though. We're not ramping that hard for Wormcoil, and this is pretty sweet. It's cheap, too. Once Upon a Time, Titan of Industry. Also Ugin. Ugin's not bad. You know, it's a 6-drop. I guess it's like a little off plan. Once Upon a Time is pretty awesome. Try to ensure we have a liner off in our opening hand. Pretty happy with that. Polukranos Unchained is actually kind of awesome. This fits our deck like perfectly. Just like a big idiot 4-mana card. You know, can buy it back in the mid game. Also Wooded Foothills, but we have no. I guess the Foothills is kind of perfect. We now even Nissa, and if we just find a dual land, which I guess it's not likely to find a dual land this late in the draft. It's tough. I think Polukranos is kind of perfect for our deck. I'm taking Polukranos. It's a big creature for our Great Henge too. It's actually it's removal too. So, all right, Storm of the Festival. We do have a lot of good 4s and 5s. The Festival is kind of like not bad in our deck. Inscription might not play it, but I think Storm's kind of cool. Already at 24 cards, so all right. Well, there's a Triumph, unfortunately, so that fetch line would have gotten us a duel. I'm just taking a land here. All the green cards somewhat reasonable, but which is like we already have enough playables, so just take the dual land. And we table some irrelevant cards. Drowning Ichor, not particularly exciting. Scavenging Ooze tables also. I'm in. Augur of Autumn's kind of cool too. It's against Scavenging Ooze, just great. Collective Brutality. Alright, no. Our deck's done, so I don't think we're particularly worried. You know, we're probably going to cut like one card. Maybe the C-Note Scout can go, which is not a very good card. Yeah, 16 lands with a Once Upon a Time. It's a mana ramp. Love it. Ugin or Varan? I don't think we're playing Ugin, but...
Fear are the seeds of disaster.
Yeah, so... would have preferred to get more lands. But overall, I'm decently pleased with our deck. Alright, so here's our final deck build. I definitely kind of wish we got like one or two more good removal spells. Because we ended up being a little more mid-rangey than rampy. You know, we're kind of leaning pretty hard on this Maelstrom Pulse here. But overall, I would say I'm decently pleased. We got some pretty good curves, some good ramp, a couple of pieces of interaction, some big boom booms. So let's let it ride.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of Jim Davis, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using the promo code JIM5 at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And remember to use the code JIM5 at checkout for 5% off. CoolStuffInc.com, cool stuff in stock.
All right, on the draw with a kind of slow hand. We have no one drop. We have Wayfinder, but like it's not really great on the draw. That being said, you just can't mulligan 3 lands and 4 spells with a curve and all your colors. So, Agent of Rafine, 1 mana for a 1/2, 2 mana. Choose target opponent. Conjure a duplicate of a top card of our library into your hand. Kind of cool. I think we're still gonna go for Wayfinder on 2. We'll see if they search for Escanta. Sure. All right. I mean, if we could sneak into Wayfinder on the draw, I'd be pretty happy about it. I'm going to search for Escanta. Searching. Fable Passage, okay. Oh my god, I'm like, I got a hit here. Are we going to hit? I'm gonna try. We're gonna hit. Please hit a land. Please hit a land. Please hit a land. Please hit a land. We're gonna keep that one. Alright, that's a bummer. No land. Alright, so we're gonna go Redemption. Maybe they counter it. Who cares? Well, I guess they can conjure a duplicate of the top card of my library. It's kinda cute. Obviously they don't know it's Thoughtseize, so they wouldn't, you know, cast it immediately probably, but it's pretty fun. They get a mountain. Obviously, them countering the redemption is at the end of the world. So there are many bigger fish to fry in my deck. Keep the card on top. When I have an Escanta in play, I bin the card, unless it is the literal perfect card. So, Volcanic Spite. That's fine. Take one. Alright, Thoughtseize time. What do you got? They have a Unholy Heat, a Midnight Clock, and a God Eternal Kefnit. Kefnit it is. And then if I play the Druid, they just Unholy Heat it. Just gonna play Once Upon a Time. Groundbreaker or Saboteur? I like Groundbreaker. We just bought up both our Planeswalkers. It kind of sucks. Honestly, not ideal, but pretty close to flipping this Escanta, honestly. Would have loved to have drawn that Veraska. They keep the card on top again. Crazy. Crazy people. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Got the land on top? Wow. If you just binned, you would get a land faster. Alright, so Midnight Clock starts going. Here's an Absence Pilgrim. We're going to Foundry Groundbreaker and play Pilgrim. We have Pulse for the clock or for the Escanta. Love it. Two creature lands. They're going to Agent. So they're going to copy the top card of my library into their hand. They can cast it for any color. So this card's like pretty good. They bin a land. not like particularly thrilled about our spot here. They're just gonna cast a Decadent Dragon and play a Forest. Sure. Like, it's fine, I guess. Alright. Gotta kill a dragon, I suppose. Just play our stuff, get in. Looking for a boom boom. Some kind to be nice. Attack for 5 is not too bad. Just about there on search for Escanta. Get another card from my deck. They bit a swamp. Oh man, there are a lot of colors. Okay. Escanta flips. Our board's not bad. Got a main phase the Escanta. That's like a decent sign for us, I think. They whiffed. Awesome. We draw the Great Henge, which completely empty-handed is not particularly great. I can still cast a Foundry, I guess, or Foundry attack. I guess we're going to cast it, right? So... I guess it makes the mana too. Yeah. Okay. Let's just make a 3/3. And attack. Just keep chipping away here. Our deck's obviously mostly creatures, so just draw a creature next turn and get the henge ball rolling. No Delirium. They have creature instant land. Cool. I mean, they want to use the Unholy Heat to kill my Hydra. That's great. It's my least efficient creature, so... Clock goes to 6. Well, it's got 12. They draw 7. Sure. Little electrolyze action, fine. The beacon is lit. They're going to play my Verter Skier That's kind of a problem, honestly. Please draw a creature. That is a creature. That's a creature. So we actually can activate the Huatli, right? With the landfall trigger. So we have white. That's sick. Let's go land. White. Activate Huatli. Flips into whatever it does. Makes some dinosaurs. Next turn adds mana. Next turn searches for a dinosaur. Next turn dinosaur double strike. Alright, so sure. Pretty cool, honestly. The Roar of the Fifth People. Double off-color activation, but we found a way. Our Absence Pilgrim and our Nissa. Crucius. Please draw a creature. Not a creature. Very good. Still very good. Let's make a mana. Cast Vivian. Kill Verter, Skier Hulk. Fire up the things. Attack for 1,000,000. Call it a day. Yeah, we're good here. We're good here. Goodbye, my Verter, Skier Hulk.
I won't lose more.
Fire up the Escant in response for Desperation. Find a Thassa's Intervention. That is not good enough. Alright, you're up. You're up. And send in the clowns. Love it. The roar of the fifth people. Hear them roar. Alright, on the play, and Druid gives us our black mana. We can keep this. Possible turn 3 Garruk on the play is pretty awesome. The Swarm Saboteurs waiting as well. Incubation Druid. Planes go. Alright, well. Incubation Druid it is. Best draw will be a land, I think, so I can go Thoughtseize and Garruk. Captain Eberhard. Oh, we drew a land, but it comes in depth. That's fine. Alright, play Garruk, kill this Captain Eberhard. And get our Garruk train rolling here. So, goodbye, Captain. Flip over the Garruk and say go. Kind of like a weird Thalia effect. With 3 black cards in our hand, we're a little reliant on this Incubation Druid, but they find a Spellbinder. That's pretty good, actually. Probably have to kill this to defend the Garruk. We'll have to use our Maelstrom Pulse. So they'll probably take off the Spellbinder, so 5 mana Maelstrom Pulse. Just fine, I guess. I think defending our Planeswalker is pretty good. Don't see how you can not take the Maelstrom Pulse here. I feel like... No, take Saboteur, sure. Taking Saboteur means... Oh, what a draw. What a draw. It means I can't Ninja it, which is kind of cute, but... Oh, no, I misread Incubation Druid. It's a land you control can produce. I thought it was just any color. I just stopped reading. So we're going to... Let's see here. We should get Vorinclex. Just tap for mana, get Vorinclex, have a blocker, and play the land. If they can kill the Vorinclex, we lose the Garruk, but we can't actually play anything right now, so... I can also get Huatli, but then I can't cast the mouse. Well, I can't actually cast Maelstrom Pulse then. Let's do that. Let's pick a mana. Sack this. If I get Vorinclex and they kill it, we kind of lose everything. Where I can get the Huatli here and then just play the Pulse too. It's not as good as I would like it to be, but this comes in tapped, right? The Cultivator. Yeah, so let's get Huatli. Cast this. Get a Swamp. And go land, Maelstrom Pulse. So this is much safer against a removal spell as far as keeping our Garruk alive. And obviously we still have access to all of our good cards, which is good. Plus Garruk next turn. Obviously a burn spell and Garruk kind of suck, but... Sanguine Evangelist. Make a bat token. It's kind of funny. Let me have a Rask of the Bat here. Let's start by Thoughtseizing. Let's start there. Thoughtseize shows us the hand of a Braid, Hellrider, Forge, Dawn Sky. Hellrider's annoying, but not that bad. Whereas I think that the we don't have any clean answers. Just dragons. Let's take the dragon. Take the dragon plus the Garrick. Play Varaska, and we're just gonna kill this bat. So we just say go. They can play Hellrider if they want. We've got pretty good blocks. They could kill a Planeswalker if they did that, but I think it's fine, honestly. No ninja-ing here. Need to draw red for Hellrider anyway. Our Braid doesn't do too much. They drew a red, but it comes in tapped. So they can play 4. You can get the Forge going, but then the Brass can eat that at some point, so. Might even go for a sack. Sack creature and go get a, let me get the Vorinclex. They're going to abrade the Huatli. And attack. Alright. Pretty easy block, obviously. They get a bat, whatever. We draw a Deep Root Wayfinder. Can play both of these creatures. We can just sack this Druid and get the Vorinclex. Vorinclex blocks everything. Yeah, I'm kind of in for that. Sack a Druid. Let's get Vorinclex. We're going to play Vorinclex. Get our lands. We should get Forest first. Forest first. We're going to sack a Forest to Varaska.
Its pain is our gain.
Redemption. Play Wayfinder. So you've got 2 blockers lined up. You have a land in the bin for the Wayfinder, which is kind of cute. Planeswalkers are pretty juiced up. It's got reach here. It'll sneaky reach on Vorinclex too. Hellrider and Urbrask's Forge. Forge is powerful but kind of slow, and it's pretty behind here. Hellrider can deal damage to Planeswalkers directly, but like their attacks aren't great anyway, so. Alright, here comes Hellrider. So just gonna Hellrider and trade the bat for the Garrick, which is fine, I think. Alright, so damages that. Free block. And untap and draw a Forest. So. Could sack the Redemption just to draw a card. I don't really need the other chapters. Let's do that. Play Redemption. Why would you tap like that? What are you? Why would you do that? All right, sure. Sack this.
Sometimes sacrifice is necessary.
Draw Polukranos. Lame. All right. And we have the block here. Let me just stack for 6. Big Daddy Polukranos hand. We got a blocker for Hellrider. Obviously, if Varaska dies, it's not the end of the world either, so. Steel Seraph. Alright, so. They want to send Hellrider in the air. It's fine, obviously. I mean, like, this can't even kill the Varaska, so.
Pathetic.
A Gilded Goose. Sack that food. Draw. I love Varaska. Varaska's so awesome. Alright, sack the food. Draw a Forest. Alright, I mean, we just jam and play Polukranos, right? like, obviously they can apply pressure to my my Vraska here, but they're kind of just dead on board, so... Here's the Forge. Definitely too little too late. Do a little lifelink if they want. We got the Pelucrados fight next turn too, so... I think we're golden here. Alright, beginning combat. Interesting they can't target the Forge token with the Sarah. Because can't target, it's still in the stack. Alright, these two attack. Vraska's dead no matter what, so we should let that one go. No point in blocking either, because it's just gonna die anyway, so... Vraska's dead. You've won the battle. I don't know if you won the war, though. So, here's an Inti. I mean, that was a sick draw. We get to Vivian, just kill the Steel Seraph. Wow. Alright, so... This is 5, this is 3. We just jam here for a bunch. Let me just do this. We'll just fight the Hell Rider. And, like, they got no good blocks. Yeah, I think we're all wrapped up here. Even without Vivian, we were all wrapped up, but Vivian really wraps it up, so... We go to 1. We're going to Wayfinder Surveil. Bin that. Return a land. Powerful. Here's Vivian. Minus. And this is about as close to a flawless victory as you can get. Even though we're going to play as Farewell, we still have the Lair of a Hydra to finish it off, too. So, got him covered on all fronts. Don't think Luminarch Aspirant's good enough to take the day here. And sweet. Alright, on the play, hand's not great. No 1-drop, no black. We do have Wayfinder on the play, which is pretty good. And any lands a black source. We're going to keep this. It's not great, but got our Wayfinder. Hopefully it'll hit. Incubation Druid. It's a decent plan B. No blocker. Alright, sweet. So now let's get really lucky here and Wayfinder a land. I should search first, actually, because I'm going to surveil, but... Top card is not a land. That's fine. Alright, let's play land, play a Watley. Getting a swamp here is still pretty good. Just cast Vraska next turn. So this thing loots, and you can pay 6, turn it into a crazy enchantment after you loot. Pretty slow. Card goes face down. They're going to Uro. Cool. Get another shot on my my Wayfinder. Love it. Could sack a land of Vraska and guarantee a Wayfinder hit, but they're going nuts here. We're gonna keep that. Keep the Ooze on top. Play Vraska. Kill the Yak up here.
I lead the Golgari now.
And just gonna take out. Ooze eats Uro, which is nice. Game might slow down a little bit here, but getting rid of Uro is pretty important. Ugh. Yeah, talk about cards that are good against Planeswalkers. They attack the Planeswalker directly? Oh no. Alright, to be fair, there are a lot of words on Questing Beasts, so. Alright, so damage can't be prevented. This I don't know how that works with Pelucranos. Because it can be prevented. So, like, would it still remove the counters? I have no idea. Still got a ways to go before to Uro here. I think we should play Pelucranos as they go. We'll just find out for science, see how it works. And Questing Beast means the damage can't be prevented. This prevents the damage to itself and then removes counters instead. So I don't know how that's going to work. If it will, like, replace some or all of the ability. Here's a Sylvala. Another creature ETBs. This controller may draw a card if its power is greater than any other creature's power. Sure. They're going to attack. Well, for science. So it takes damage. Alright, so it took the damage and it's Death Touch. So it just died normally. That's fine. So Curiosity got the best of us there. And we draw a land. Now we can just play Gear Hulk. We draw a card too, right? Let's pump it up. I think that's it. Yeah. Let's go. Spread it out. Draw a card. Cool. And attack with these. Cool. Surveil a land, maybe? Nope. Still going in the bin, though. And say go. So, looking pretty good here, honestly. We got some boom booms. Scavenging Ooze is waiting to eat this Uro. Just waiting. Intrepid Paleontologist. This could also exile cards from the graveyard. And their own Deep Root Wayfinder, sure. Alright. We draw Once Upon a Time. I mean, we're just going to ooze here, I think, because we're going to end up killing things, so we just jam. I mean, their blocks aren't great, so... Should we run the old chumps? Sure. Alright, so down to 4. Play Scavenging Ooze. Eat the Uro. And just say go. Feeling pretty good about this one. Gearhulk's a fun card. This card beats. Tranquil Frillback. This is going to kill my Gearhulk. Still, like, kind of fine, honestly, but... They're going to gain 4, actually. That's weird. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Alright. Cast Once Upon a Time. Get a land. I think they're just really dead here, so it's totally fine. Works for me. Send in the clowns, and there you go. Hawatli and Deep Root Wayfinder, best buds. Alright, we are on the draw. We got Once Upon a Time, pretty good curve. We can keep this. So get lucky here, pick up a 1-drop maybe. Alright, untap and draw. That's going to be a Llanowar in the top 5. No. We have a Glissa. Glissa's pretty good. Also Vorinclex. And we have Wayfinder on 2, Nissa on 3, Oddity on 4. So we already have a curve completely done. Let me take the Vorinclex. Let's play Vorinclex tap lands, they go. Just curve up. There's a Bitter Blossom. Sure. How about a Deep Root Wayfinder? Come on down. This card is obviously a lot better when you have fetch lands in your deck and stuff like that. We're kind of lacking the things that make this card good, but, you know, whatever. It's 2-3. You know, like, it's fine. Could be better, but I think if it gets 1 hit in, we're pretty happy about it. Here's a Main phase Vendilion Click. Opponent's just playing actual fairies. Circa 2007 or whatever. Our hand's pretty good, and then also not super reliant on one single card, so I don't really mind this. Probably block the Wayfinder, which is fine. Taking Nissa could put me off curve. They take the Uvenwald. We draw Redemption. Let's just start by attacking, I think. They're probably going to trade, so just jam. I think trading our 2-drop for their 3-drop's totally fine. Cool. No worries there. Then we should Nissa. Set up for Vorinclex next turn, I think. Forceful Cultivator will also double landfall trigger Nissa, which would get us an elf. Which is not like the most useful thing ever, but we do Glissa, which is an elf, which is kind of cool. They're thinking they're going to spend 5 mana to Murderous Cut Nissa. I mean, pretty good exchanges mana-wise so far. We draw a Lair of the Hydra. I mean, playing land Cultivator is kind of worthless, although having the Cultivator and play to sack to the Huntsman's is kind of cool. If I play Huntsman's now, I'm not going to get value off second chapter. I guess that's fine though, right? I don't know what I'd search for. Yeah, which is too bad, sure. Play Huntsman's, play Lair of Hydra, and just say, yeah. Send up for Vorinclex next turn. Got a bunch of lands for Lair. We got the pump spell on the Chapter 3 of Huntsman's Redemption. They got 3 cards left. Here's an Archpriest of Shadows. That's super lame. Alright, well, that sucks. They get to Archpriest and bring back a creature. And then click me again. Now we're in big trouble, I think. That was actually just devastating. We draw land, and then a Gilded Goose. Crap. Do we sack this 3/3? We can just go get the Vorinclex. Honestly, it has reach too, right? It does have reach. Polukranos Unchained, also somewhat interesting, but we're kind of going all in here, but let's get Vorinclex. Play land, play the Vorinclex. Get some more lands. And unfortunately, if they have like anything else here, we're just pretty dead. Bitter Boss was still pretty good, you know? A little outdated, but oh my. Alright, well, we're blocking the Archpriest. Hoping things don't go wrong here. And they're going to Swarm Saboteur. This will give them the a Virus Beetle, which is fine with 1,000 lands in our hand, but they're going to click me again. My hand's pretty bad, so I doubt they will find much. Alright, they leave the hand. The 4/4 dies. Oh, it has Death Touch. I didn't read it. Alright, that one's on me. That one's on me. I just didn't read the card. Yeah, now we're pretty dead. Alright, yeah, they got us. Pretty good draw overall on their part. Yeah, we're already at 10. Yeah. Alright, you got us. GG. No, because I'm dumb. Alright, on the play. Once Upon a Time for a Mana Dork, please. We find the Llanowar Elves, also a Glissa, but no blacks. Yeah, pretty easy Llanowar Elves here. Cool. Alright, let's rock and roll. Like to find any card that costs 2 or 3 next turn to fill the curve up a little bit, but otherwise not too shabby. I think I'll take a whole Watley, please. Just just nothing crazy. Just a little Civic Wayfinder, fill up my curve. Go get a swamp. Plains. Tank. And tank some more. We get Gandalfin over here. They're going to Swords to Plowshares my Llanowar Elf. Well, what if I had an Avacyn's Pilgrim? Huh? What if we had another one? That's actually like the best possible for us. Because we still have a 4-drop on turn 3. They wasted probably the best removal spell in their entire deck on my 1-drop. So here is an Adanto Vanguard. That's not bad. We draw a Thoughtseize. So we can play Garruk here. And Garruk makes a 2-2 that would block a Adanto Vanguard. If they were to kill a 2-2 and somehow, though, we would lose the Garruk as well. I think we just play the Oddity. Pressure in their life total also makes the Vanguard a lot worse. Because they can't just pay life willy-nilly. So just jam the Oddity. 4-ball. We draw a land to play Verdurous Gearhulk. It's pretty insane, too. So Mountain. Ooh, Skyclaves. That's a good target for my my Garruk Relentless, at least. Take some damage. Yeah, just play Garruk, kill the Skyclave, get a 4/4. Garruk will fight the Skyclave. It fights back, and Garruk will turn into Garruk, whatever the backside's called. The Veil Cursed. And then I think I leave the Pilgrim back to block the Vanguard. So we can keep Garruk alive no matter what. If they can kill by 4/4. Field of the Dead with a Mountain of Plains in play? Sure. Draw Veraska. So, can't actually cast much yet here, but let's Garruk. He's gonna like. Yeah, I'm not gonna minus to keep it in play. So play that and play Gearhulk, and just spread these counters out. I think I want to go. Maybe 1/2/1. Attack for 5. Maybe just like leave a Death Toucher as a 1/1, because it blocks really well anyway. Let's go like 2/2. Let's try this. Attack with 6/6. Leave back 2 good blockers. We can minus the Garruk and sack a creature to go get stuff. Sure, that's fine. Take 4. They're at 12. Good card. Down to Vanguard. Like this card. Crossroads on blue. And play Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Alright, we're off the radar, folks. So they could tuck here, which would allow them to kill my Garruk. But a pretty great cost to them, honestly. Should tuck the thing, sure. Tuck the token. Alright, so I can... we could, like, Pilgrim, sack Pilgrim, get Vorinclex, cast Vorinclex, get a Black Source. Kind of like that. Attacking Teferi is pretty important too, so let's do that. Let's attack Teferi first. Kind of sucks I got with the Gearhulk, honestly. Just leave this back, actually. Just kill. This is fine. I'll just kill Teferi. Don't let them get out in that thing. Let's sacrifice the Pilgrim, get the Vorinclex, and then play a Black Source.
I speak for the wilds.
Vorglex. Then we get our Triome, which is a forest. Play that right now. Now I've got 2 6/6 tramplers, a planeswalker, and a good hand against their little dudes. Garrick the Veil Cursed. 5 planeswalker abilities, takes it down. Alright, so not a bad little run here. Again, I think we could have used like 1 or 2 more kill spells. Given them ended up a little more mid-rangey, but our planeswalkers are freaking great. I mean, Vraska and Garrick, super heavy lifting in those games. Also like Pelucranos is a removal spell, which is kind of cool. Obviously we have Maelstrom Pulse, but like if you have a few ways to kill things, pretty good curve. Mana can be a little bit better, but pretty cool deck overall. Pretty happy, and that's it. So fire up a cube draft for yourself. Of course, you can build your own cube on CoolStuffInc.com. Like I have my own cube, which is phenomenal. I love it, and we got the new set coming soon, but not quite. We'll see you then, folks. Have a good one.